don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Bentley coupe, then a cockatoo.
Girl, don't call my phone, I know where you been. You like to get messy when you out with your friends. I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure, but you're too scared to say that you want more. Girl, don't call my phone, I know where you been. You like to get messy when you out with your friends. I'm not scared to say that I'm insecure, but you're too scared to say that you want more.
You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Bentley coupe, then a cockatoo. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Bentley coupe, then a cockatoo. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Bentley coupe, then a cockatoo. You don't gotta tell me I'm the truth, I already knew. Pull up in a Bentley coupe, then a cockatoo.
Yo, what's up, pups? How's everybody doing? Yeah.
Girl, don't call my phone, I know where you been. You like to get messy.
Dot 2. What's happening? What's up, Super Snake? Who's out there tonight? Deerslayer. He's right. Smash the like button on the way in, all right? What's up, Conspiracy Crypto? How's it going, man? Just started watching the video? Yeah, let's do it together. Because I was like, let's see what's going on. And I saw that video. I was like, cool, let's go over it. I haven't seen Steven in a while anyway. So, what's up, Super Snake? What's going on? That's right, Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram. Go there. You know that. And St. Wolf Vision on Telegram. Telegram's at the top anyway. I don't write my Instagram anywhere, so I'm just telling you right now, it's Mr. St. Wolf, so you should go there. What's up, Wharf Daddy? How are you? Yeah, from Las Vegas. Nice pump yesterday, Saint. You called it. That's right. That's right. I did, didn't I? Good, man. What part of Vegas you in? I used to live in Vegas. I lived in starts with an H, I think. And I also lived in Summerlin too. I lived in Summerlin, and I've lived in was it the north? No, not the north. The southeast. Henderson. I live in Henderson too. What's up, Zymus? How's it going, man? What's up, Crypto Mance? You reposted? Zymus reposted the stream. He's the man. What's up, bro? Thank you. Appreciate it. What's up, Todd Inc? Maybe we'll have 100 pump while you're streaming again. Maybe. What's up, Chastown? What's up, gang? How you doing, Tam? Why does the stream element keep talking to me about stuff? What's up, Prophet Maximus? Josh? My men, Wolf is back to back. Told you to stream again. Henderson, cool. Nice, man. Henderson's cool. I miss Vegas. Vegas is a good city, man. I remember I had a convertible Mustang GT dropped. I had a Borla exhaust on there, and I'd crank like the weekend. I miss that car, man. It was sick. It was like a volcano red with like black leather interior, 6-speed. Oh, fuck, that thing was brutal. It was awesome. Smash the like button, everybody. Smash that like button. All right. And go to Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram. All right. We don't have a lot of people out there tonight. I don't know how many people are interested in Atropa, but I am. Chart's been really good. We'll just look at the chart really quick, and then I'll jump into this video. We just need to get started here. That's not the chart. Okay. Atropa. Where you at? Yeah, I think it looks bullish to me, man. It could turn bullish. You know, we don't know for sure. Obviously, everything's just kind of dumpy, right? We know that, and people are waiting to see what the market does. But the RSI is way down here on the 3-day. Let's see on the weekly. RSI is all the way down here, man. And let's show you what that's about. You know, if I take a line and just put a little lines on here, looks like we might be done. All right, and usually when it's done that before, you've been rewarded with some juicy pumps, and it does look good to me, regardless of what people are saying about Maria. But hopefully in this video, Steven drops some alpha on Maria. I have not previewed the video, so let's go take a look at that. But right now we're at about 4.043 cents, $23 million market cap. I mean, it's tiny. It's the size of a little meme right now. And if it does what we think it's going to do, I think it's going to do a lot of numbers. I think it's going to be in the billions, so you're going to do really well. What's up, D-Gens? That's right. Don't forget to hit the like button. And hey, Lunacy Point, how are you? Crypto and Coffee reposted the stream. My man, what's up, brother? That pump was exciting. It was exciting. You guys get excited too easily. I mean, it was a pump. I mean, look, when you come down and you crash that hard, you're going to pump, okay? You're going to have, sometimes it's called a dead cat rally. Whatever it is, it was inevitable. It was coming, okay? It was sold down pretty low, but it's also being sold off really quickly too, and pretty brutally, to be totally honest with you. Not in a supported way at all, so it's definitely being chewed up, whatever it is. But here's Pulse. I mean, you can see, as long as we hold these higher lows, well, that's fine, man. Let's say we come down here and we catch support. Good. Maybe the uptrend is starting, right? Maybe the downtrend is broken, right? So that's good. Yeah, you shouldn't be too pissed about people selling. I mean, this is a market. People can sell. I mean, have you ever heard the Solana team complain that people were selling? They don't give a fuck. Solana did a 30x? Who gives a fuck? People want to sell. You want demand. You want the demand curve high, so when people sell, they regret it later. You don't need to worry about them. A healthy market rewards the right people, right? Right now, we're just not ready yet and not necessarily healthy, right? Because of macro conditions, and maybe Richard Hart hasn't, come out. I think he'll come out at one time, maybe start streaming, what have you, and that'll turn things bullish. Yeah, man, people are going to sell. And in a way, I've talked about this theory before, that Richard Hart does have to buy people out in a sense. So these pumps are in a way letting people out. So if people sold, they were getting out, right? And so he has to feed it like that. And it's cheaper this way than doing it any other way. Anyway, this is how you do it, right? Yeah, exactly. It's better that they're selling the lows. All right, so Atropa looking good. Let's get in this video, man. I realize I need more sleep, man. I've been going so hard lately with the gym. Like, oh man, my sleep demand has gone up. It's been crazy. So what's up? Shout out to Steven, Coexistent Steven. If you guys don't know who this is, he was one of the first guys I saw talking about Atropa way back in the day, and I absolutely thought he was crazy at first. And then I started looking into Atropa, and then I realized he wasn't crazy. Or maybe I was crazy too, but this Atropa thing was pretty cool. Okay, so, and that's how I discovered him, because he was making videos about Atropa back in 2023. All right, I was just discovering Atropa and PDI and all that stuff back then. I came across this guy, right, and he was really cool. He's an interesting guy, and he always was up to date with what was happening with Atropa. And he has tons and tons of videos about liquidity providing and how to, other ways to make money besides just trading. So definitely check out his channel. It's Coexistent Steven. There's a link in the video of my video in the description, so you can go down there and check out what he's been up to. But he's always got really thorough and detailed videos analyzing a lot of things, and he always was up to date with what was happening in Atropa. All right, and so let's see what he says. I don't know. I haven't previewed it, so I don't know what he's going to say. I just fast-forwarded to where he starts talking about it, okay? The beginning of the video, he talks about, some basic stuff, and talks about how long-term mindset, short-term mindset, and stuff like that. And you guys can go back and watch that. So I'm starting at about 8 minutes in, okay? And here we go. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'll be stopping and talking about some of this stuff. Hopefully he touches on some alpha. He didn't always hold his cheating. He made it really clear he was going to pump it by buying $1 USD of PulseX before aping. Anyone tracking wallets would have front ran and extracted the pump. Odds, I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you guys talking about? I know it was holders. He made it really clear. I'm assuming you're talking about RH there, right? Kyle. Okay, let's get started.
Obviously, I'm not here to say the market's turned around. What I want to do is have a look at how things are looking after 2 months' time. So I'm looking at the Atropa DAI ratio. It was around the 7.5 range for a long time. Now it's very slowly started to trend its way down over time. But again, everything's really, really, really slowed down. Everything's really dramatically slowed down. I wanted to then see how some of my thesis has played out in what would happen in a bear market. So before I look at that, we'll have just a quick look at PDI. I mean, PDI surprisingly has held up reasonably well. Some people are saying this is deliberate. I mean, you can take it whatever way that you want to. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good, all things considered, compared to a lot of the other charts. I mean, everything's been kind of trending up slightly since November or middle of November, but PDI's looking pretty good. I was expecting things to go lower. I see this pattern happen quite a lot in Pulse Chain, where you'll see a whip up, and then it will look like we're about to run away, and then everything just starts dumping down because the sellers come in. So the people who are really looking for some short-term gain start to come in. So what I wanted to have a look at was this. So I wanted to see what would happen if we are in a bear market. One of my thesis that I had was that down would start to trend up against Atropa. but we haven't seen that. So that doesn't necessarily mean that we're not in a bear market. It just means that so far that thesis hasn't really proven to be correct. So I was anticipating that maybe we would get something like this, where we would have some kind of like mega macro cycles with down and Atropa, and it would stay ranged within a certain range. But yeah, it hasn't really done that since really everything since the beginning of the year in Atropa.
Oh. Let's make sure this thing stays up here. 1080p. All right.
Atropa has just been down and sideways. So this ratio here has just been basically going sideways from, ranging from basically 0.07 to 1. So it's kind of, 0.07 to 0.1. So really not much has happened in the way of this. But it'll be something that I continue to keep my eye on. So whether or not.
Hey, that's fucking hilarious. So Deerslayer, what's up, man? So we'll do another reaction video on the RH Max video, because apparently RH Max broke down the sellers, holders versus traders. Cool, man. We'll take a look at that maybe. It'll have to be the next video. But in the meantime, smash the like button, everybody, and go to Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram, okay? All right. Steven, what's up, brother? Give us the alpha. What's going on? So he's talking about down right now. By the way, if you guys are new, the Atropa ecosystem filled with a ton of tokens that are connected via liquidity, and Steven knows what's up. So this one's called down. It's only been going down.
This means that people aren't seeing this as an opportunity, or that the ratios aren't conducive of that. It just remains to be seen. So the other one that I wanted to look at was bullion and gold. Gold standard and bullion, just to see if anything was happening here. And I did notice this was quite interesting to me. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but again, since since the middle of the year, there's been a lot of action in this chart. So that's kind of when everything just started to go pretty shit for Pulse Chain in terms of price only. I wouldn't say anything else has gone shit. I've been getting excited. Liberty Swap, Railgun, Zero Trust, lots of cool things are happening everywhere. The community on Zero Trust is just awesome. Like such a cool tribe to be a part of. I really, really love it. So I'm going to be starting to cover more of their content and doing more content for that also. So Teddy Bear, another one, not looking great. Everything's looking, really nothing's looking great. So, and then we've got, so I want to have a look at it against Pulse Chain. Is Pulse Chain powering against it? So that's on the daily. So yeah, this has been, certainly compared to Atropa. Let me go to the weekly. Okay, so this has been trending down for a bit. So again, it's really very similar. So yeah, against Pulse Chain, look, I feel sorry for the people who just hold the core coins, but if you were watching what was happening on the chain and you were seeing the opportunities, realistically, if I stayed in my sacrifice bags and just the core coins, I probably would I care? I think I would care. I think I would. So I do sympathize with them, because I would have seen I'd have less value than I sacrificed for, and that would totally suck. That would really totally suck, especially at the end of a bull market. But I'm quite sure that from what I rotated around, that I'm pretty much up on my sacrifice bags. I haven't calculated by how much, but just off the top of my head, I can pretty much know that I'm up on my sacrifice bags, because it's certainly a lot better than had I just held in the core coins. So more people who shit for Pulse Chain in terms of price.
Wait, so he's saying that because he's been ratio trading these, he's up in his sack bags. I don't know what the correlation he's making right now, but Teddy Bear. We've looked at the chart on Teddy Bear. It looks fine right now. It looks like accumulation. I don't see any big issues. But so a lot of the charts he has are ratioed with a lot of the other tokens in the Atropa ecosystem. So sometimes it doesn't make sense if you're totally new. But, we're just following through. And I always learn something from Steven. So
Teddy Bear, another one. Not looking great. Everything's looking, really nothing's looking great. So, and then we've got, so I want to have a look at it against Pulse Chain. Is Pulse Chain powering against it? So that's on the daily. So yeah, this has been, certainly compared to Atropa. Let me go to the weekly. Okay, so this has been trending down for a bit. So again, it's really very similar. So yeah, against Pulse Chain, look, I feel sorry for the people who just hold the core coins, but if you were watching what was happening on the chain and you were seeing the opportunities, realistically, if I stayed in my sacrifice bags and just the core coins, I probably would I care? I think I would care. I think I would. So I do sympathize with them, because I would have seen I'd have less value than I sacrificed for, and that would totally suck. That would really totally suck, especially at the end of a bull market. But I'm quite sure that from what I rotated around, that I'm pretty much up on my sacrifice bags. I haven't calculated by how much, but just off the top of my head, I can pretty much know that I'm up on my sacrifice bags, because it's certainly a lot better than had I just held in the core coins. So Fed Treasury bill, this kind of seems to be staying in this kind of consistent range here. So these are the types of things that you'd probably want to be paying attention to, because if you zoom into something like this, Fed Treasury bill, these are the types of things that I would be doing. So if we were in a bear market, well, there's still opportunities to be made. The game for me is token count. So then I'd look at a ratio like this and go, all right, we're getting a bit of a range here. Maybe it's going to start to reverse here. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's going to keep going down. Maybe it's going to break this and keep going down. I have no idea.
So what's bullish is that, people are still accumulating tokens for the Atropa ecosystem and all these projects, right? Fed, Treasury bill. There are communities around a lot of these things, right? Now, I don't know if I have Fed, or I might have some Treasury bill. possibly. But the point is, people are accumulating tokens, right? And that's a good sign. That means these communities are still very strong. I mean, obviously, he made this video, and look, it has 369 views in 7 hours. I mean, that's great, right? 61 likes and what have you. So, like, you know, people are keeping up with the ecosystem. So that's really good, right? We can go back. Well, at the end, we'll look at some of the comments.
Yeah, but you have a look at this. It goes up once, down once, twice, twice. Normally, a range will break after 3. So we could say that potentially it could break here, or it will go here and then break, or it will just break here. Who knows? Or it might just keep going. And then it will break after the third one. Because after the third one, first is like nothing. Second is a potential coincidence. Once you get 3, then you get an established pattern. And then after you get an established pattern of 3 in a range or a trend, generally it will break or change. Because otherwise it's too predictable and the market knows what to expect. So I would expect that there's potentially an opportunity here. So these are the types of things that I would be looking at. Again, liquidity providing. If you're in liquidity, like people like Bud and people like myself, then everything's just accumulating tokens. Okay, there's not a lot of volume, but that's okay. Long-term mindset, Pulse Chain itself is the bank. It's not just one token or this one's going to do a 10,000x. I've started to look at the totality of Pulse Chain as the banking system, as a decentralized financial system. I'm not looking at any one token or any one wallet as this is my bank account. I'm looking at the whole of Pulse Chain as a bank account, as a bank, but a decentralized financial bank, decentralized financial system. So now, some of the things that Maria has been cooking. Atropa on Ethereum. So Maria, this is now Atropa on Ethereum with Atropa. Hey, here's something quite interesting. When you look at this ratio, you would expect that they should be 1-to-1. And it was launched at 1-to-1. But for whatever reason, it has been dumped down. And potentially you could probably do some investigating on this to see who's dumped that down and how much have they dumped that down. And I mean, sugar, let's just very quickly do that right now. I do believe I have some of, what do I do here? Close that drawer. I've got, so just before we get into that, have I got, did I leave it? I didn't leave it open. The 414. Let's see if maybe it is the 414 wallet actually. So if it's not, you can always find Maria's 2501 wallet. So Maria done what Maria always done. So basically, hang on a minute. Let's zoom in on this. So yeah, Maria basically sold the top. And I don't know if it was, I want to see if it's his 2501 wallet. Let me just get his 2501 wallet. So this is another little cool little link. Let me get that. And let's bring this up here. So yeah, Maria basically sold the top. Nothing with the 2501. So I don't know who else sold this. So somebody sold very heavily. But this is another interesting ratio.
So yeah, Maria, because he's following the wallet, Maria sold the top. Well, in a way, probably Maria made that top, right? Most likely, right? Atropa and MV on ETH are mintable and are protable at times to buy and bridge to pulse and sell. Profitable, I'm guessing that's what you meant to write. Okay.
Because it started at 1-to-1, which means that Maria wanted it to be 1-to-1. Now, I don't know what he's done on Ethereum, but I know that he's been doing some things. So I managed to find 3 tokens that he created with the 414 wallet. So he's created 1.11 million Atropa, and he also created MV, so 11,111 MV. There was another token which was called One with the UL symbol, the UNC symbol, the symbol that we've renowned with the treasury system. I couldn't find that. I found that a while ago. And this was all when I was trying to do some investigating on the rugging that Maria did. So it pretty much is confirmed that Maria bridged out a whole bunch of value and bridged it to Robinhood. What happened in Robinhood? It's sitting there. I don't know. You can't really, I couldn't find it from there. I couldn't track it from there. I tried to track it. I went down the rabbit hole, tried to find, has he bridged out more than he brought in? And yes, he has bridged out more than he brought in. That's a fact. Well, certainly with this wallet, you can't see through the 414 or the 2501 wallet if more value has been brought. Well, you can see with those wallets where the more value has been brought in than out. You can see clearly that more value has been bridged out than has been brought in. That's a clear thing. So I guess you can choose to look at it however you want. I choose to look at it like a dev paid himself, and whether or not he then paid it to do negative things like Lamborghinis and whatever, prostitutes and mansions. I don't think that would be the case. He did mention when he was doing this that he would buy Atropa at a lower rate. So maybe he's got that sitting there in just stable coins and he's going to buy the bottom at some point. I have no idea. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what he's going to do. But again, I don't really think necessarily that there's no proof that it was malevolent, but there's no proof that it's benevolent either. So at the moment, it's just sitting there as it is. I would really hope that he brings some of it back into the blockchain because it was a substantial amount of value. But at the same time, I also am glad that he took that amount of value as well for the fact that this is a person who's been creating the system and working relentlessly. I think that there should be some reward for effort for that work. So, and I think that he's creating something that's completely unique. So that pretty much just sums it up. And obviously, I've kind of gone through the state of Pulse Chain already, and I really just hope that people start to take care of each other out there. Really think about it not always from your own perspective. From your own perspective it's not the right perspective. It's not founded in truth. If you cut your brain open, your thoughts are not there. There's nothing in there. It's not actually real. It's just an illusion. It's just a hallucination. This is the matrix. Everybody's in their own little matrix mind world, and it's not the truth. But have some compassion for other people as well. If you're hurting, I sympathize with you. I empathize with you. I know what that's like. I know what that's like. When I first came to Brisbane, I didn't come to Brisbane because I'd made it in crypto. I came to Brisbane because it was like the universe was directing me here, and I wanted to come here to run this meditation center. It was just like something in my heart was telling me, the universe was nudging me in this direction. I'm going to do it. It just so happened to be that I was very comfortable in my crypto portfolio, but it was also in the bear market. So my crypto portfolio just kept going down, 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 down. So when you see a 7-figure portfolio turn into, oh boy, like almost, or if not a 5-figure portfolio, it was very devastating. Also, when you get a 5-figure tax bill. And I, at that time, was in so much pain. And I'm blaming the universe. I'm blaming the world. I'm blaming everybody. I blame Richard Hart. I blame Hex. I'm in all the group chats, spreading that negativity, spreading that toxicity in all the Facebook pages, like Richard Hart, he effed up and this and that, and just blame. And then you know what? Where did that get me? Nowhere. It got me nowhere. It achieved nothing. It did nothing. I didn't take any action on that. All I did was just spew negativity and toxicity out into the world. But then I meditated. I reflected. I looked into my mind. I saw what was my mind when I was doing this. I had an opportunity to sell the tops. I had those opportunities. My bag was 7 figures on my birthday. Why didn't I take any profit on my birthday? Because I was greedy. So who is there to blame? Myself. It was just myself. Nobody else. I had opportunities. Even in Pulse Chain, there's been opportunities. It was 2 or 3x. It was 2 or 3x from sack rate. Everybody had opportunities to sell. There's been ample opportunities to sell. There's been 5x's. There's been 10x's. There's been 20x.
Okay, fair enough. But anyone who sells in crypto on a 2-3x usually ends up broke. I mean, no one's in crypto for a 2-3x. It's an extraordinarily high beta asset with extraordinarily high risk. 2-3x is nothing special at all. I can do that in Meta or in any AI on the stock market, to be totally honest, with very little risk. And but yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about, well, I guess what he's touching on now about self-responsibility. I mean, no one forced anybody's hand. I made a tweet about that the other day. I was like, no one made anybody come over here. Like 20 people told me to stay away from Richard Hart. Like, you know what I mean? Like the multitudes of people. But I was like, no, I'm going to take this risk, right? And obviously, not all risks pay off, right? So this might pay off later. It just hasn't paid off yet, right? But what's being built is pretty cool. It is cool. There's no doubt about that, right? But you still got to play the game correctly because competition now in crypto is brutal. All right.
It's everywhere along the blockchain. But why didn't we? The greed. Why did I end up putting all that money into it? What was I trying to do? Was I trying to be a hero? Was I trying to show off? Did I want to show the world? Did I want to prove to the world that I was better than I am? Was I trying to retire earlier and just be lazy and live this life? I had to really reflect on myself and see what was in my mind. And I really realized it's my fault. Everything is my fault. Everything is my fault. When you take that responsibility and transmute it into power, then you can actually start taking action, and then you can do something with your life instead of just complaining and spewing negativity. If that's how you are, if you have that negativity in your mind, it's okay. It's okay. We all have that pain. We've all been through that kind of pain, especially in crypto. Like, this is just what crypto is all about. What's not okay is continuing to pour it out into the world and not realizing that it's all your fault, because it's all your fault. It's all your fault. You clicked the buttons. You pressed the buttons. Richard Hart didn't sit there and say, he didn't hold your hand and press that button for you. You pressed that button. He doesn't control the charts. The market controls the charts. You press that button. There's nobody else to blame but you. Once you really, truly realize that fundamentally, it's not even just it's like from a metaphysical perspective, when you actually realize what you have in your mind attracts into your life, what is in your mind, then you really, truly realize everything is my fault. The reason why it happened like this is because of my fault. Everything is my fault. When you realize that, it's so liberating. It's so liberating. And then you can transform. Then your steps become filled with gratitude and happiness, and you can just live your life in that way. And so on that note, really, let's be kind to each other. If you feel that, let it out, but let it out within you and really reflect. And my doors are open. Well, not my DMs, because unless I follow you, otherwise I'll be inundated. But you can reply your pain on the things that I post. You're okay to do that, and I'll respond to you. But there's a particular degree of negativity where I'm just like, I'm not even going to respond to it. I'm not even going to waste my time, because I know that your mind's not going to change. I can see where your mind is at, and it's not ready to change. So I just ignore it. But if you really are hurting and you have something that you have a massive burden in your heart, and you're like, I just want somebody to understand this level of pain that I'm going through. I made these decisions and I effed up, and I can't live with myself. Please reach out to me. Please. I will hear you. I will listen to you. There's going to be people out there that will hear you and listen to you. But if you just want to spew negativity for the sake of it, I don't have time for you. I don't have time for that. Life.
If you want to spew negativity, my guy Wolf, keep pushing, bro. Pulse Demon, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. 2-3x is awesome. You started with 10 million.
It's like, on the whole, there's been the anomalies. Within Pulse, and there's also been the anomalies. If you bought Atropa at the bottom or PDI at the bottom, you would be in profit still. So there's nothing to complain about. Again, the only person to blame is yourself. That's really...
Yeah, I mean, there's some truth to that. Like, I'm still in profit on my PDI. I'm still in profit on Atropa. Sure. Yeah. But, yeah, you know.
That's really what I want to emphasize today. So it's a time for reflection. Really look at yourself and what caused you to do the... Centralized finance is going to... the event we did in Brisbane, everybody paid for their food, and
There's a lot of this general gaslighting, and where it's like Richard Hart. Everyone's like, "It was your fault. Everything's your fault, you idiot." But no, I mean, you are responsible. This is a very risky endeavor out here in crypto, and not everything pays off, or sometimes things take longer to pay off than we think, right? Now, 2027 is going to be an amazing year. I've talked about that a lot. That is a Shemitah year, so I'm very bullish on 2027. QE is going to come probably at the end of 2026 or sometime in the middle of 2026, but definitely by the end of 2026. They got to bring rates down before they can QE anyway, which is quantitative easing. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good things to look forward to. Hopefully we get some pumpage happening, or maybe Richard Hart pulls a Caspa and starts pumping us into the bear market, but it is what it is, man. So we didn't get a ton of alpha, but it was cool checking in. Steven's just keeping up to date with these ratios,
it
right?
was. Look at the top, and I don't know if it was, I want to see if it's his 2501 wallet. More value has been brought, well, you can see with those wallets where the more
But, I don't know. Well, it was 2 more weeks, and now it's 2 more years. It's going to be fun. So many contradictions, like the crowd is always wrong. The wisdom of the crowd yields best judgment. 127, yep, same here. Strange vibes. 127. What does 127 mean? That's just his 7127 is the last of Ricky Rise. I might be totally wrong. Something about that dude I can't trust. Yeah, it's okay, man. But, he does put in the work, so that's what's important. I guess, for some of this stuff. So he knows some of this stuff. I don't know if I got a ton of alpha. I don't know if it was I don't know if I have a better perspective on where Atropa is right now, but it was cool, man. So thanks, Steven. Shout out to Steven. You guys should go check out his channel. It's very cool. Coexistent Steven, right here. And yeah, man, there still is a community obviously around Atropa. So that's good. The chart looks good to me, man. I do think it's a good looking chart. We can go back, touch on the charts really quick. But if you guys have any questions, like he said, you guys can reach out to him as well, or come to our Telegram. So that's pretty much that video. Let's go look at these charts really quick. ETH. Not going to lie, man. Me sketching about on here seems to be doing all right. Like you can see, it's kind of like tracking generally what I sketched very quickly, quite easily. We're making higher lows, and we are making kind of higher highs. General, as you can see, we're moving up. All right. Almost exactly, not exactly what I drew, but goddamn, it's pretty close. Pretty close. Markets are such shit show, fake outs left and right. Where to next? Yeah, they're delaying us. Maybe for the CBDC. Who knows? But I remind you that a massive altcoin season is coming. Is this going to break to the upside? Look, I mean, technically this is kind of like a bear flag looking thing, not going to lie, but I still was just biased to the fact that we're going to push up before we dump down. So I still think that's very possible. Let's see what's happening over here in BTC. BTC is 91. Did we get any of this? No, it didn't do that at all. But we are moving in the general direction of the upside. That's good. Obviously this too, when you look at this, technically you can say this is a bear flag, right? But it doesn't mean, this could still, once again, before it drops, give us a run up. Now, I think we could have a surprise run up, maybe to an even new all-time high. Maybe we hit 130. But we're certainly going to get up here around 107 to 110 ish range, 114, possibly 110. Something up here in this area here. I would think so. Makes sense to me. Before this bear flag just capitulates. I don't see this just breaking down from here. Cryptos loves to fake everybody out, so kind of primed for that, I think. Go look at Inc. really quick. Inc. is at 73 cents. I mean, look, we got that juicy pump. It's good. But we did get some nasty gravestone dojis, like multiple ones in a row. Not looking good in that sense, right? They were sold off very quick. But it's fine. Look, we have a trend line now, and if we just stay above here, then we're making higher lows, and that's great. That means we're moving up. And so I can't argue with that. Saint, are you optimistic? Asked Abella. Yes, I am. I am because I just am, man. I don't know if you do better if you're negative, right? Plus, at least you're going to get laid in the meantime if you're optimistic, I get jealous when my role model Wolf doesn't read my comments. I get jealous when role model Wolf doesn't read. What comments didn't I read? What did I miss? I just read your comment. Did I miss something? Is it important? Put it again. Why are we pumping when I haven't got my paycheck yet? Man. Everybody's got problems. Saint, give Kingsway a shout out. It's his birthday. Kingsway, it's your birthday? How old are you? Is it specifically here before? I only see one or two messages from him. Did I miss something? Was he... Kingsway, how old are you? Oh, let's get some music on. It's not his birthday, is it? You guys are fucking with it. He's trying to think of a birthday right now. He's like, oh, is it my birthday? How old am I? If you move your drawing a bit to the left, it lines up great. Oh, which one? Was I on BTC? Or which one were we talking about? Oh, did I already delete it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got what, like this thing happened over here. Yeah, it did. No, I don't count this. This is some speculation, but I guess we're heading in the general direction I had sketched out, I suppose. Well, nah, it's not my birthday. You just read my comment. Cool, brother. Yeah, man. I feel loved now. Thank you. Hey, that's what we're here for.
Well, what color's your brigade? Oh, fuck off then.
All right. Pulse X. Yeah, you know, the sell-off was pretty quick and swift and brutal, right? Look at this fucking, some nasty fucking candles coming in right now on these. Yeah. But, you know, let's just hope we hold this high. But no guarantees now, you know. FOMC is tomorrow. I'll probably stream tomorrow, too. We'll catch up on, see what's going on. Let's see. Everybody's asleep. We can go to Twitter really quick. I haven't even looked at Twitter lately. Let's go look at what's going on. Magic carpet right to hell. That's fucking hilarious. All right. You guys subscribe to St. Wolf Vision. We just hit 3,500 subscribers on Twitter, which is really cool, right? Now I have 4 5s. I have 555 following, and then another 5 here. So that's kind of cool. I got 4 5s there. So you guys should definitely be following me on Twitter if you're not following me already. Where is... I need this button here. All right. This was a disaster. This guy... I've seen this video. You guys have seen this video. He decided to push a whole train of carts down this escalator, like not understanding gravity or something. But I guess that's why he works at a grocery store, right? Like, he probably doesn't understand gravity and its implications. And it ran over some old lady. It's not funny. I mean, she totally got run over. Watch this. This is fucking... She got demolished. Boom! Oh, god damn. Oh. You guys repost. What's up, Robert Brooker? Old dude. Been reposting. That's right. Luna C Point selling it like it is. Join Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram. Kingsway, we love you, man. We love you. How you holding up, buddy? Or improve X? Okay. Cool. APAC. Ian, what's Ian saying?
We almost saw a 2x in the pulse chain ecosystem. Is there finally a pulse in pulse chain again? Now, what do we need to see here? Because it got cheated down horribly. Now, was it Rectum? Was it Whales? Was it even Richard Hart playing mind games and chicken with some of the whales? I do not fully know. I cannot prove anything. But what we need to see now, and what I've been saying before in the past, follow-up. We need follow-up marketing, follow-up green candles, because if we can stair-step our way up through Christmas, have a Santa Claus rally through the new year into January, we will turn heads. We will make people FOMO. Even the whales or whoever is cheating right now will buy.
Oh, true. Oh, damn, that song. Okay, the largest leg up must be preceded by the greatest uncertainty, for it is the invalidation of such great uncertainty that fuels the bulk of such a move. It's true. This is true. And I've talked about that before. That's what I was warning you guys about PTGC as well. This is Elio Trades. Do I follow Elio Trades? I didn't know I followed him. Okay. I don't know. But yeah, so there's some truth to this, right? It was a mixture of events, man. Actually, I'm not going to go break down the chart. But yeah. You need some of this process. I mean, look, this looks like us right now a little bit, right? We're already at the end of it. So what comes next is a big move up. That's why I'm bullish on Pulse Chain. That's a nice chart. By the way, it's 69 likes on here, buddy. I don't want to ruin it. All right. I'm open to ending taxes on black people. What? America's getting weirdly racist. I like it better when we don't talk about skin color all the time. Shout out to Piers Morgan. I don't know what the fuck these people are talking. Oh, Piers Morgan and Nick Fuentes.
I am attracted.
Just to clear up one of the many theories about you, I've no idea what the answer is and you haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women?
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay?
No. But I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
Okay.
So there's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not. No, absolutely not.
They should stay at home?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So basically, you're just a misogynist old dinosaur, aren't you? for a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm the boomer. I know I'm the boomer here, but actually, you're a 27-year-old dinosaur, aren't you? Aren't you, Nick Fuentes? All women.
I am.
All women are annoying. All women grow
fossil.
old. They all get fat. Says the guy. Have you ever had sex?
No, absolutely not.
Wow. Says the guy who's never got laid.
That was funny. A 3 million sitting around. No stress. Why are people not doing this? Because they'll steal your money, bro. Anything else going on?
Juicy news, but just to tell you about pulse chain prices retracing. Yeah, just to let you know, friends, I know everyone's been sharing how like Rectum has been dumping a lot. Look, man, I've got no dog in this fight. I've got no skin in this. I don't really care, all right? But I'll just tell you now, even if it wasn't Rectum, okay, because there's no new buyers coming into crypto at all.
Yeah, this is true.
For every $5,000 Rectum sell you see, if it wasn't him, there would be 10 other people selling $500 each. Okay, I've seen every permutation and combination of this. I've seen it, man.
Yeah.
When no new buyers are coming in, no one wins. But it's easy to just like point a finger and go, oh, if that person just didn't sell, we'd be killing it. I wish, man. Trust me. I wish it was that easy. It's not. You actually just need new buyers. Things just slowly fade off over time.
Yep.
So you just got to let it happen. That's why I keep telling you, Russell 2000, we need, lower rates. We need more people with savings account. I'm not telling you, I'm not saying don't, if you want to hate someone, but I'm just telling you I don't, because I don't waste my time. Because I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen moves happen and there's been no big seller. And just slowly over time, because there's no new buyers coming in, it just chips away and it fades back down. I've seen everything. It's just that it's easy when it's one person, because you think, oh, if we just get rid of that one person, we all win. Nah, man. We need the floodgates to open for all of crypto.
Yep. And I was talking a little bit about that in the video where I said, look, the market needs buyers. Doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck who's selling. You think Solana worries about who sells on their fucking chain? They don't give a fuck. They did a 30x. So yeah, you need buyers. You need people coming in. Then you don't care. I don't care. Sell, bro. Whatever, man. So I don't understand the whole people are Rectum selling or this guy's selling or whatever. It's who cares, man? Who's buying? And that's what I want to know. German police, what? I don't want to get caught up in the political stuff. What did Richard Hart post? What is this? What's he saying here? What is this? Oh, okay, I don't know. Bull market ends when you run out of buyers. Yeah, you just need buyers all the time. You need buyers, man. Hex needs buyers. Pulse Chain needs buyers. All crypto needs buyers. You need people talking about it, right? Like, yeah. Bright Light says 15 years from now we could have a $2.28 price of X. No. I think we're gonna have much sooner than that. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. Damn. The hell's that? See what's going on. Panos posted something about Rectum. He said, Rectum really threw you and your ex-wife under the bus there. Why does he always play the victim and point fingers? So forwarded from Rectum Rochelle, some post conversation, I guess. If RG3 and all the others choose to sell their bags, that is their business. If my old partners and ex-wife want to sell their bags, it's their business. We have a new excuse today, guys. It's RG3 actually, and the ex-wives. Yeah, man, I don't worry about who's selling. I never care. You know, that's not a healthy way to look at it. Just worry about, cool, you need more buyers in said asset. Everything's supply and demand. Everything is supply and demand. The only real test of being alpha is if you get what you want from women. There's a lot of truth in that. There's a lot of truth in that. Yo, Roof Dog, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. The bottom are selling the lows. Inflation is still killing everyone. Bull market, yeah. Retail's, there's no retail. I said that for forever now. We have to start doing videos about other stuff. You guys gotta put in the Telegram what your video is about. Just can't hear. These people are sick, man.
That I'm against the birth dose, but something
Pregnant
is
women should be
putting
vaccinated.
pregnant women still at risk.
Tittered and given boosting shot. I don't even want to listen to these crazy people. Is that America right now? What's going on in America? Is it getting that crazy over there? I've been gone for a long time, haven't I? I don't know if I could come back. I don't know. Am I missing anything? What the hell is this? The hell is that thing? I have a convention. I don't understand bond markets. Get to work. Okay. I'd never, ever trade places with Rack and Rochelle. You got to remember, money can't buy you everything. So this is the guy they're all complaining about because he's selling. And once again, there's nothing wrong with selling. Oh, God. Sorry, man. I didn't know what he was doing there. I didn't know what he was showing, so I apologize for that. I don't want to offend anybody here. So I guess this guy, Almighty, I guess he doesn't like him. I didn't know it was going to be something negative or what have you. I didn't peruse it. I'm doing this live, by the way, everybody, so I don't get to preview everything. I'm just reading what all the hexagons are putting up there. So yeah, I guess he doesn't like Rackham at all. Apparently, look, man, people are gonna sell. It's okay. Jeez, I'm so butthurt about it. All the people complaining about selling, they sell all the time too. Am I on peptides? I am not on peptides. I can come back to the States as well. Living in Medellin, but passport bros are kind of ruining the experience. Ricky Rise and Kingsway, you guys hit me up on Telegram. All right, exactly. If you're good at trading, won't care about them buyers or sellers. I never look at wallets. I just look at charts. But I'm not a I don't know. My thing's charts. I understand it. What's up with this crazy P-Dye bet before the end of the month? Oh, I have no idea. Yeah, it's better that people are dumping now than later, of course. Let's see what's going on. Atropa update with Steven reaction video. Thank you, Lunacy Point. Look at that. I didn't tell Steven we were doing one. I'm sure he'll be fine with it. He put in a lot. He always puts in a lot of work, so he's probably going to be excited that we got to appreciate it and try to learn something from it, which is good. It's McDonald's on the White House. So odds octopus. So I just quit smoking cigarettes again, and I'm gonna cut back drinking because the last couple weeks have been brutal at the fucking gym. Like, because I've been pushing myself really fucking hard, and I realized I've been going out with the guys. Maybe because it's December, kind of like you guys have followed me on Instagram. You've seen me out a few times, right? With the group of guys. So like, you know, these guys drink, man, and Europeans can drink, and because I train so hard, I notice it. If I didn't train, I wouldn't feel it, right? But I get up and I go to the gym and I push myself like crazy, man. And I feel weak and winded. I'll say that. I felt weak and winded for the last like 2 weeks of training. So I'm like, I got to make a change. I definitely need more sleep, but I got to cut booze. You see, I'm drinking coconut water. I'm not drinking red wine today, and cigarettes. But I will smoke cigars. I think cigars are very healthy. I think everybody should smoke cigars, including infants. I feel great when I smoke a cigar. You don't inhale it in your lungs. So I'm gonna try to smoke a cigar every other day or something, man. I have one. I don't know. I'm not gonna light it up now, but I like cigars. So I think I'm. Maybe it's an age thing. Maybe I'm transitioning into that age where, you know, you're a man, smoke cigars, sip on whiskey once in a while, or good tequila. But yeah, I don't like drinking. I gotta stop drinking when I go out with the guys, unfortunately. Unless it's a vacation, like, you know, we're at the beach. I got a week. I don't have to go. I'm not training, going to the gym. Fine, you know, we'll drink. But yeah, it's totally fucking up my workouts. Or like I'm doing the workouts, but I'm exhausted. And you know what it is? The inflammation. Like my shoulders hurt. Like I was doing chest press today, and I could feel like almost like I was rusty, like my joints were rusty. And I think it's just inflammation. Like when you drink, you know, and once again, you 25-year-olds, you can do anything. But once you pass 35, man, like you have to be careful, dude. Like you drink, you're going to have inflammation, because that's what it feels like. I feel like I have like inflammation in my joints. Like I feel my joints more, which doesn't feel good when you're pressing like hard. So you probably don't sleep well either, which I doubt I've been sleeping well. So I've been probably not getting the best from my workouts. It's just bad. Got to cut alcohol. I'm going to start drinking peptides instead. That's good saying, Wolf, because there are a few influencers in space that will talk shit behind your back and call you a drunk or alcoholic. People call me a drunk or alcoholic. Why? Because I drink some wine on video sometime. That's fucked up. Alcohol is inflammation. Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. Like, I think the alcohol is... Even wine. Like, I love wine, right? I love fucking drinking red wine. It causes inflammation, man. When I finally quit cigarettes, I got so ill. It was worse than flu. I must have coughed. I don't know how much you were smoking. It's not a big deal for me. Was maybe smoking maybe 2 cigarettes a day. But thing is, when I went out and I drank, I would drink like easily I would smoke another 3 cigarettes. But generally, I was only smoking 1 or 2 a day, man. So it's not a big deal for me. I'm not like a pack a day guy or half pack or any of that shit. St. Try bone broth. Yeah, I'm drinking a lot of bone broth. Yeah, I take creatine. I'm taking 2 scoops a day, so I'm doing like 10, 11, 12 grams a day of creatine. Creatine's amazing. And creatine, if you can get up to 20 grams, it does do some amazing stuff. There's some interesting things going on there. But, yeah, the alcohol and the inflammation, man. It's amazing and creative. Smoking a pack. Smoking a pack. No. I'm done. I'm literally like 2 smokes a day, kind of. And I want to not even do that, but that's where I was at. Maybe 3 a day, right? Like, that's it. Yeah, if you're smoking that much, I mean, yeah, your body's very, very addicted to it. I already feel the energy burst from I haven't had a cigarette today. I feel great. And, yeah, I just got to change my habits. You know, it's healthier going on dates than hanging out with the guys, to be honest. I go out on a date, maybe I'll have 1 drink. You go out with the guys, it's like there's always one guy that buys a bunch of shots, and then like other people will offer me drinks, and like, it's crazy. But then it's tough to be like, hey guys, I'm on tonic water from now on. You know, I'm gonna have to make that speech. Don't give me any shots. Good olive oil. Yeah. I eat a lot of olive oil. Steven ain't up. I've been following him very early. Steven ain't up. He's not up to speed with what's going on. Is that what you're saying? By the way, I want to get back to this one where somebody was like, Farut Talanes. He's like, some influencers are calling me a drunk or an alcoholic. Look, man, here's the thing. Is that true? And who's calling me a drunk or an alcoholic? I could be a drunk or an alcoholic, and I can still chart better than 99% of people in this space. Like, for real. All right. This is me. I'm not even being cocky right now. I could be drunk, and I will still chart and make price calls better than 99% of the people in this space. All right. What about zinc and the packet nicotine you put in your gum? Yeah, no, that's worse. I was trying those mouth nicotine things. What do you call them? The ziggies? I don't know what the fuck they're called. And I ended up, you do more. You end up like literally mega dosing creatine because then you can have it in your mouth all fucking day long. I'm in the shower. I got one in my mouth. I got like, I'm having sex. There's one in my mouth. Like come on, man. Like no. At least smoking, you got to like go outside or maybe, whatever. That's not what he was saying. What was he saying? The drunker master. I don't mind if people call me an alcoholic. I mean, look, sometimes I drink on the show, or I smoke, whatever. Having discipline is a real flex. Yeah, I mean, look, for me, it's competency. Like at the end of the day, I could be drinking, I could be smoking, but I can take my shirt off, and I'm working out physically. You see my charting, and then you go, okay, he knows what he's doing. I'm not just over here. You know what I mean? And I think people get that. This competency is what it comes down to. Look, anyone can put their feet up on the desk or light up a cigar as long as you're good at what you do, right? You got to earn it a little bit. Having discipline is a real flex. Yeah. When it comes down to, discipline. Yeah, I mean, I do. I put in the work. So, Maria's benevolent, not benevolent. Maybe if I quit drinking, I'll be able to put in more work. So that's a benefit. I'll get more work done. That's good. Yeah, those nicotine pouches help me throughout the gym sessions. Yeah, they're even more addictive because you just have it in your mouth all the time. And I just want to cut nicotine out. I know I feel a little bit of a boost, but I'm thinking it's not good. I'm going to go with the fact that I think that there's this kind of massive popularity push about nicotine right now, but I'm going to call it right now that it's bullshit. And I think in the long run, there's probably more negatives about it than positive about it. So I'm just going to get rid of it, except for cigars. Cigars are amazing. I love cigars. And I'm going to still drink at like events or like, enjoy holiday moments or like glass of wine, but not when I go out with the guys, which I've been going out a lot the last week or two. Because fucking these guys can drink. A lot of my friends here are Italian, so I hang out kind of with like the who's who of Italy in Prague. It's like my group, and these guys can drink. So go easy on yourself. You're winning. Fact for skin. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. I realized that today. I was like, you know what? I was like, got a lot of good things going. I don't want to get caught up in booze. Just got to learn to go out and be sober. One of the guys we go out with, he owns one of the big entertainment businesses here. It's like the CEO or whatever. And he always just drinks tonic water, which I've done before going out. And I just have to like embrace that. Zymus says Maria's benevolent, not malevolent. Benevolent. Cool, Zymus. Well, I mean, that's what we believe, right? That's why I'm bullish on Atropa. I know Fast Abdul does not see that. And a lot of people don't, we've had these discussions before, right? But I think there's something. I like Maria, the 414. I know that they may be crazy, but I've listened to their conversations a lot, and I'm quite perceptive when it comes to people in social settings. And I like this person. I don't think they have bad intentions, but that's just a bet I'm making right now. So I'm bullish on Atropa still. Ricky Reyes, why is this McDonald's thing on? Fucking. What else are we watching here? Bitcoin Mena. Oh, some Spanish Bitcoin Mena. That's kind of cool. Having bro doesn't listen to that. They just hating because they want your aura vibe. What is he talking about? Who gives a fuck what they say if you drink? Too many haters. And that it's just people are jealous of you and your channel. They're closet gay. You guys are hilarious. Many people get triggered too with my username, Red Bull Vodka. Tobacco companies are in the nicotine delivery system business. Yeah. 29 quid pot. Yeah. So cannabis has been good. I will say cannabis has helped me eat food. Because I think as you get older, you're just like not as hungry, and I have to eat. So cannabis has been good, but I don't use it a lot. I mean, like a little bit at night, maybe, or before dinner or something. Like, I don't know, it helps. But yeah, I don't want to get caught up in it like I used to be in Cali. I used to smoke a lot, I guess. Oh, definitely where there's positive benefits, there's also negative effects. Yeah. Nicotine's the most addictive substance on earth. Yeah. On that note, I need another beer. Nicotine does something to the blood and affects recovery and weight training. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it clean. I'm going to do creatine. I might try some of these peptides people are talking about. If somebody gets in touch with me, I'm curious about them. All overseas. Healthcare here is amazing. Better than the U.S. I love it here. I got the best doctors, the best fucking doctors over here. You know, I mean, I'm in good shape, so whatever. They just like get a physical, check my heart. Looks good. Weed is only for bedtime. Yeah, I like it at night, man. Weed is not for losers, bro. Weed is good, man. My ex and I, she just moved to Austria because she works at like a resort, so I'm kind of bummed. But we'd smoke at night. It was nice. It was nice. I know Texio in San Fran that takes one bong rip in the morning and one at night. He does pretty well. You should try cannabis in a hex dry herb vape. That sounds cool. I would try that. Everybody smash the like button. Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram. You got to remember to go to Instagram. There's no paywall. Just follow. And I am going to drop alpha there when the time is right. Do we have anything else to see here? You know, it's generally kind of dead. I mean, this is who I'm following. I think people are starting to capitulate. A lot of people just don't know what's going on. That's really all it is. There's a lot of indecision. There's a lot of, I don't know what's happening. Even people that are really smart in space. Why are people still talking about this? Murder. Oh, yes. She could save Ethereum. That's awesome. She's adorable. That girl's adorable. Everything's good. I quit weed years ago, but found out recently that if you do it often affects your REM sleep. Yeah. You don't want to be too high, man. I'm talking little bits. I like microdose when I take hits now. That's why anxiety and nervous is so high while in too. Oh, what's this thing? Oh yeah, bond yields are breaking out. So I think I showed the bond chart, the 10-year on the last live stream. Last night? And it was bullish, right? It's not good. Okay, so that's what is going to affect the market pretty soon. Okay, 30 years breaking out, 10 years breaking out. Japan, of course, you know what's going on. So none of these are good signs at all. Okay, these are very bad for risk assets. Okay. Star plant. It's a double-edged sword any way you look at any substance. Yeah. I think smoking weed before sex is pretty fucking amazing. Okay. There's frankly, there's not a lot of things like it. Yeah. And playing guitar. But sometimes you just like end up in circles, right? Like making music, right? That can be good.
The way I awkward walk, I'm gonna
What the fuck? What's this chart? Hang on. So crypto, he's talking about MSTR 1 week update, sitting on trend lines, RSI oversold, it's curling up. If you might have it. Okay, let's look. Yeah, we looked at MSTR before. You know, it is extraordinarily oversold. Okay, not gonna lie. Trend line is holding, but you know this still looks like dog shit. But you know, indicators, you know, it's true. You know, they are oversold, and a juicy bounce could be coming on it, which would be a prerequisite for a Bitcoin move, a positive Bitcoin move, right? Because MicroStrategy front runs Bitcoin, right? So that's something we can keep an eye on for sure. But nothing makes sense. All the data's fucked up. You kind of have to just, you know, have a little bit more, like, understand about the game being played right now. What the fuck is this? What? Yeah, like the Beatles got better after weed, right? Yeah, of course. Like, so think about one of my favorite bands, Led Zeppelin. Right? Led Zeppelin. There's weed involved. There's weed involved with Led Zeppelin somewhere, right? And it's good. It helped him. Grant Cardone. Oh, boy.
Parents, please stop sending your...
Okay. That's shit. Let's go for you. Let's see what's going on. He's the same Whoa, bro. I was bad before when I was younger. Was hitting women from the back and smoking weed at the same time. Boom. Yeah, doing lines off your phone while it records you. Brilliant. It's like devolved into like the drug show tonight. Let's go. Where's your heart? Yeah. Dude, you guys should follow William Dugan. He's a really cool guy, by the way.
Say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now, I do it now.
He's saying every morning, Paul Shane Jeets, wake up on repeat. Do it now. Tablets on the move. Crypto coffee. Oh, that's right. Crypto coffee. I saw this earlier. He posted this. I guess this was some event. He's in Puerto Rico. Is that right? This must be some crypto event there in Puerto Rico, I'm guessing. Smash the like button, everybody. Reach up, smash the like, and more importantly, though, subscribe and go to Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram and follow me there. Got nodes. There you go. People are using them. Puerto Rico. I think that's coffee. Is that his girlfriend? Hanging out at some event. So I guess they're sharing the tablets out there. Cool, man. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I was showing you guys the charts for the others and total market cap. I mean, it looks like a serious alt run is coming. Oh, you know what? I'm going to leave you guys on this tonight because I got to wrap this up. But I want to show you guys this. I didn't save this, but I think I can find it. Hang on. I really want to show this to you. And I hate this fucking guy. Kevin O'Leary. Is that him, Mr. Wonderful? Okay, cool. So he was just on... look at this fucking clown.
People fall into without noticing? Very simple. They buy... What's the biggest money trap people fall into without...
God. What a fucking clown. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. He was talking about the crypto market and how all coins are finished and dead. All right. And I think to me that was a contrary indicator, right? That I would trade against him on that. So I'm going to be extraordinarily bullish in 2026 for altcoins, especially Pulse Chain. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Check it out. Listen to this, guys.
Prediction markets.
I think this is the one.
All of this stuff that people are.
I think this is the one. I don't know.
Investing in. You can call it. Some people call it gambling, betting. The CFTC. Some of the rules that are in place. Are the safeguards really there?
I would say we're 30% there. It started with the Genius Act, and one of the reasons that the wind came out of Bitcoin is when all of a sudden stablecoins became legal.
Mr. St. Wolf.
Tender and payment systems. Not on speculative pricing, but basically backed by the U.S. Treasury of duration less than 92 days, the whole world woke up and said, wait a second, this is a way I can actually do a transaction between geographies at a low cost. And a lot of people had bought into Bitcoin thinking that it would become the tender of preference for actual digital payment and settlement. Stablecoins took the wind out of that, and you saw the first drop. But something else has happened. Most of us that are in this market are assuming the Clarity Act will follow through sometime in Q1 or 2, which is moving through another Haggerty and others driving this. They worked on the Clarity Act. And this exchange is a good thing because it shows the government's backing it and it'll be compliant. But here's the one thing that's changed that people should understand. There are thousands of altcoins or rat coins, they're called, and poo-poo coins, you know, that's... It turns out that even though some of them have a use case, if you're an investor and now all of a sudden you get the Clarity Act and you're an institution and you decide to put a 3% to 5% weighting like you would in gold, I'm talking pension and sovereign wealth funds, the data tells you something very stark. It says all you have to own to capture 90% of all of the crypto markets alpha or pricing volatility is simply Bitcoin and Ethereum. You don't need anything else. And so this is really, really hard medicine for all of the people that sponsored all of these other chains and other platforms, because now they face the reality, which I think is a cleansing, a good thing, a spatula cleaning, from all that poo-poo coin out there that's just pure speculation. But it also says the maturity of the market is looking at the numbers, because the big money's about to come in. So if you were just in Bitcoin and Ethereum over the last 8 weeks, you've done so much better than own the poo-poo coins. And the poo-poo coins aren't going to come back unless they can give you a use case, and they have to have tens of millions of dollars in marketing. Jack, you just called for the price of Bitcoin. That is universal around the world. The only other call is on Ethereum, and no one else gets that ticker you just called for.
Right.
They have to market it. They have to buy it.
Made that case from the beginning of this, that Bitcoin really was the be-all and end-all, and that all these poo-poo
But now
coins,
you
as
have
you
the
call them, had no
infrastructure.
value.
You have the infrastructure saying, I'm an institution. What do I need to own? No poo-poo coins, just Bitcoin and Ethereum.
All right, so he is bearish on altcoins. Now, I think Pulse Chain has a use case. I think it's going to do really well. But he's a contrary indicator for me, and I'm going to be extraordinarily bullish on altcoins now.
Okay, 92,000.
And obviously, really quick, if we go back to this chart as well, which was the others. We'll go there really quick. You guys have seen this before. Is it this one? You can see this chart here. Okay. So I am extraordinarily bullish on altcoins going forward. So subscribe to the channel. You guys need to go to Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram. Just follow over there. There's going to be some alpha I'm going to drop in the stories. So Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram. You guys are absolutely amazing. We had a fun stream. Poo-poo coins, what the fuck? I remember telling you better figure out your research to understand the Clarity Genius Act, not just superficial knowledge. And Jim Bros, message me on... DM me if you know what you're doing over there. Get me set up out here in Prague. And otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, Mr. St. Wolf on Instagram, and come to the Telegram groups. They're at the top. You have any questions? Oh, dude, super chat. I'm sorry, bro. Ricky Riot's project. Love you, man. I don't know why I missed this. He says 2026 altcoin season. Fuck, dude, perfect. We were just talking about that. So, bet against Kevin O'Leary. 2026 is going to be an altcoin season. Just showed you this chart. Super chat from Ricky Rice confirming it. 2026 altcoin season. You know it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. You guys want a song? Do I have any songs open here? Where's my boy? Oh, shit. Yeah, let's do a song. Let's do some Wings, man. Wind it down for the night. Yeah.
Well, I got a bone to pick like roses. I ain't feeling broken no more. Bought a fist, they gossiping, I noticed. Talking shit, I wonder through the motives. Wonder who the fuck I'm supposed to be. I ain't worried now until I leave. I'm just trying to ride and feel the breeze with something bad beside next to me. Wind in my face. Don't stop now when I feel so great. You can run till you slip on the sidewalk, and the same bone that you pick on break. That's a motif. Yeah. When it's coming right back, so familiar, never been realer, never felt so damn good where I'm at. I don't know what it's all about, running through too many thoughts to count. That's way better. Still ain't adding up. I'll let you know when I had enough. Yeah. Hey, I put some money on forever, but don't like to gamble on the weather, so I just watch. Well, the sun is shining, I can look at the horizon. The walls keep getting wider, I just hope I never find them, my Lord. Hey! Well, these are my wings. These are my wings. Yeah. These are my wings. These are my wings.
All right, I love you guys. See you soon. Night.